Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to the 1.0 Cold Fusion update for Abiotic Factor. I'm well aware we have a 7 days series on the go right now. We also are ankles deep in a Stardew Valley series, but I want to hop into this. I love this game, it's really fun. The 1.0 update brought with it a lot of new progression changes that I'd like to explore. Of course, we're going to be playing at Permadeath, and of course that's not easy, and of course we could lose our series anytime, but I think I'm good enough to get through the bulk of it. And, yeah, let's have some fun. I want to enter. We're definitely playing the prologue this time, mainly because I need time to eat my pizza. But, Apocalyptic difficulty. Laboratory will be our sandbox name. And, where does it let us choose whether or not we do the prologue? Replay introduction. Alright, so we'll replay that right now. Gives me a chance to eat. So I'm a new employee at the Cascade Research Facility in Nevada, the Nevada Desert.
Almost there. So, ready for your first day?
Kind of. I don't really know what to expect.
There she is.
We're here, huh? All right. Exit vehicles by pressing jump. Wow, not even a goodbye. He just takes the fuck off, eh? High security. An outhouse. Wow, I'm actually taking a shit. Look at that. You got bodily needs. Hello there.
Okay, you're the transfer, huh?
Yep.
You sure picked a day. Things a bit hectic downstairs this morning. Just grab your gate pal there. It'll help you get sorted.
Gate pal. So, okay, so my interface is gonna be kind of like a tablet. Gate cascade restricted zone notes. Okay.
Sorted? Okay. Most of what you need should be in your gate, pal. Well, eventually. But you're good to go. Head down to the elevator. It'll take you down to induction, and they'll take care of you.
Okay. Radiation. It causes these small dots in our vision. That's our cue. If we see these white dots on the screen, that's how we know we're in radiation and we have to get out of it. Hi.
Morning. Lift's down there, but first, you need a hard hat. Health and safety and stuff. Grab that one. So, you've got what you need. head through the gate to my left, down to the elevator. It'll take you down to induction.
Okay. We're no longer in the radiated zone right now, because the white dots have gone away.
Welcome to the Gate Cascade Research Facility. You are in the induction wing. The facility is currently at alert level precautionary. Please listen carefully to and follow all security
fuck is that?
instructions. Now arriving at staff processing.
Hey, new transfer. I got pulled in from surface duty. The usual lady, she got called out to help downstairs. Happens. Chaos is kind of our thing around here. You seem a bit antsy. Just wait. I'll unlock the gate in a second. Now, I've never run someone through this, but it looks pretty straightforward. Coming from the Springer facility, you'll know the basics, but since we deal with specimens directly, everyone on staff has to know basic ECP. That's emergency containment procedures. Okay, now I have some instructions here that aren't really compatible with the current security situation around here, so we're just gonna improvise a bit. Bear with me.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you crawl through that vent down there. Consider it like chasing down an escaped specimen. You got a big brain, you got a big imagination, right?
Okay. Alright, I got a flashlight. We dismantled the vent duct. Got a wrench.
If there's something in your way, cause I put it there, there should be a tool down there. Something you can smash the crate with. You might have to look around a bit. And don't worry about smashing stuff, like we got a lot of crates. A lot of crates.
I love that dialogue, man. It's so lighthearted.
Oh, what the hell? This damn radio's acting up. There we go. Ugh, all morning. Alright, where were we? They want you to capture a creature. The lady who's supposed to do this, she took all the nets downstairs with her. Look around, maybe you can make one out of something.
Okay. There's a crafting menu. I can make nets with the cloth.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking I'd grab like a plastic bag for you know what? This is why we do the jobs we do here at Gate. Go ahead and throw your fantastic net on the dummy. Nice. You've got some athleticism in there. Somewhere. Now, real creatures might wriggle out of that one, but that's not a real creature. So next step is special containment, isolation, wash hands, inoculate. You know what? Just stomp on it.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
brutal.
shit.
Okay, so next up. What's going on with your leg there? Looks to me like you're bleeding. Look, we'll call this training. Basic first aid. Find some cloth and make a bandage. And just keep this between us for now. I'll buy you a beer in residence later.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Okay, you did that way cleaner than I would have. You would, wouldn't you? You're gonna fit right in down there. Looks like you can walk on it all right. Let's head you on through to the next room. Feel free to mosey. I've gotta check some stuff out. We got some weird crap going on today, not gonna lie to you.
Dr. Derek Mance reporting, Research Director, Gate Cascade Research Facility. After yesterday's fiasco, I've made a formal request to extend general anomaly storage immediately. We've requisitioned Ordo 113, only to discover that some effect from 221 had turned it permanently blue. I've made it clear to Anderson. This is not acceptable. Ordo subjects may be deemed low risk, but the range of phenomena is too diverse to jam them together like sardines.
Okay, so that guy we just heard the recording from, Dr. Derek Mance, he suspects that there's a data breach, that there's somebody on the inside leaking information from the Cascade research facility to an outside party. And everybody else is skeptical of what he thinks. Huh. Okay. We got some water.
So, I'm betting they didn't have these at Springer. It says here, all gate staff at Cascade need to understand the facility's unique power system. It goes into a lot of detail only an egghead would want. No offense. Every power socket here comes with its own little extension cable, and we build everything purpose-built for those sockets. So what you're gonna do, you need to package the heater, place it back down near the power socket, and then... Okay, now I know that was a lot. I'm getting some weird interference on my radio. I'm gonna leave you to the whiteboard down there. You might need a screwdriver.
Package the heater.
Get back to you in a minute.
Okay. So we need the screwdriver to package these things.
Station 3, what's
Place
going on?
Place it down.
Station 3, Station 2?
Build the heater.
Getting a lot of chatter? Keystone running some kind of shady op again? I didn't see a bulletin, I'm trying to finish up some work here.
Grab the power cable.
Hey, nice work plugging in that plug. We're done here. There's some stuff on this list, but I don't reckon you're gonna need it. That's why you've got people like me around. Keep you safe. Looks like I gotta check on some situation topside. So, yeah, head to the elevator. It'll take you down to residences. Real cozy stuff. Clipboard here says you're looking for a Dr. Khan? It sounds familiar. I guess he's in charge of the rest of your orientation. Alright, onward to science.
Alright, see you later, Bruce.
Well, for one of us, anyway.
Yeah. Alright, my breakfast is down the gullet. And that's the introduction. That's how your story begins at the Gate Cascade Research Facility. You're a new employee.
Attention. This is a high priority safety broadcast. You are currently en route to Residence Level 7. Due to an active security situation, advanced safety precautions are in effect. This elevator will be redirected to Offices Level 1. Please remain in place and wait for security team assistance.
So I can't get to the residences where I'm supposed to go. Alright, time to enter the facility and actually start. So, laboratory, difficulty, apocalyptic, start the game. In Abiotic Factor, your character is saved on a per-world basis. Okay. Yeah, it's multiplayer, so you can have different progress tied to your character, depending on which server you're currently in. Now, I'm gonna take this guy, the trans-kinematic researcher. He starts out with this stat spread. Alright, now, it's kind of like Project Zomboid. We have to take negative traits in order to afford more positive traits. So let's take dry skin. We'll get thirstier faster. My healing interval is slower. Hearty appetite. You get hungry faster. I'll take that. Narcoleptic? Definitely not. That's crippling. Painfully obvious. Attract enemy attention faster than others. I think I could take that. We have 20 points available, so I definitely want fanny pack and thick-skinned. That's gonna make me bleed less, right? And fanny pack gives me 2 extra hotbar slots. Crazy useful. There's a hidden benefit to that. items on your hotbar weigh less than items in your backpack. You have a weight limit regarding how much you can carry, right? That allows you to carry a little bit more. So now, decathlon competitor. Buff Brainiac. Well, if I took Slow Learner, I could take Decathlon Competitor. That allows me to gain experience for sprinting, strength, and throwing faster. Buff Brainiac is nice. It gives you +1 strength. Strength governs how much weight you can carry. But it also has a built-in 15% weight capacity for carrying stuff, which is nice, honestly. Wrinkly Brain Meat would give me a permanent boost to my experience gain rate. Night Owl is crazy powerful. Very difficult choices here to make. But if I take Weak Bladder, then I can actually get 2 things potentially. +3 in sprinting. It does help you to get around. But I also feel like I could take Night Owl and Wrinkly Brain Meat. I would gain EXP 20% faster than normal. Damn straight we're taking Weak Bladder. We need it, buddy. Yeah, Crack Sparrow. I'm a new employee at a laboratory. That's what this game's about. Except the moment I got to that laboratory, all hell was breaking loose, and there was like a containment breach. So there's creatures and shit everywhere. Hello, old fart. And hello, Hansa. I appreciate that, old fart. Oh, the wedding? Oh, God bless. Right on. Oldest granddaughter is getting married. Right on. Okay. Well, that's happy days. Alright. We have to finish finalizing our character build. So, it's a choice between... Like, I could get Decathlon Competitor, but I think... we'll get... Oh, that gives me 3 more points in sprinting with an experience boost for Decathlon Competitor. Like, for sprinting, strength, and throwing. But you know what? We'll take Wrinkly Brain Meat and Night Owl. Yeah, that way I can, like, power level my skills a lot faster. If I don't take Fanny Pack, then I have less carry weight. Like, less carry space. But I also have 10 more points, which would allow me to get basically Buff Brainiac and Decathlon Competitor, like, but Fanny Pack is very powerful indeed. Without Wrinkly Brain Meat, I would need 1 more point for Decathlon Competitor, but then I'm losing the experience gain rate. So I think we're gonna call it here. Yeah, Wrinkly Brain Meat, Night Owl, Thick-Skinned, Fanny Pack, but then the rest are all negatives. So I can level up skills faster. I become fatigued 50% slower than the average scientist, which is huge. And I have a lower chance of receiving bleeding injuries with 2 extra inventory slots. Yeah. Buff Brainiac is a tough choice. It really is. Alright, we'll take this. Yeah. I'm ready. Alright, so this is where the tutorial ends. I get to the bottom of the elevator in the office sector. We were supposed to go to residences, but we were redirected here.
I don't think we've met.
Dr. Toole.
Ah, you're stuck here too, eh? I came down from level 8 for a coffee. Now I'm locked in here for God knows how long. It'll be those fools on level 3 overreacting again. Looks like Jaeger's locked out. Typical.
That's Jaeger?
See if you can let him in. Maybe he knows what's happened. But take your time. He's insufferable.
Okay. Savage. What do we got? Open. Okay. Cloth scrap. Pretty dark in here. We'll need to find a light source eventually. Medical kit. We'll leave that stuff in there for now and come back for it. Looks like we got some toilets and water here. I don't need to take a shit. Janitor's closet. Okay, chef hat. Cloth scrap. Different clothing has different effects here. Increases corpse cutting speed. Okay, so you can harvest corpses. The door's locked, so I can't get to that guy over there. He's locked out, it seems. And I have to find a way to let him in. Storage room. Okay, we got some duct tape. Let's grab all this metal scrap here. And the duct tape. Anything else? I don't see anything else in this room. All right. We have a fork in the road here. Let's check here first. I'd imagine if I touch that vent, I'll probably die. But there is something over there. We'll want to try to find a way through there. The fuck is that? I'm getting sneaking experience on the top left corner. Interesting. Okay. We've killed a carbuncle. And we got a journal entry for it. We'll catch up on our journal. Oh. The fuck is that? Hang on. That guy taught us how to make nets. Let's make some nets. I'd imagine that's what they're for, right? Huzzah! Okay, we got it. Well, that's where we were. We're currently going through the vents, trying to get over to that area on the other side of the locked door. Cloth. Anything else lying around that we can take? Pest data. Let's take everything in here. We can actually package up that toolbox and take it. It's kind of like a portable storage container. Got another screwdriver. As you can see, we have 2 extra hotbar slots down here. We wouldn't have those if we didn't spend 10 points on the fanny pack. Very useful. All right. We got some new items to salvage here. And we're unlocking several schematics that we can research. Basically, as you find new items, you get new ideas for crafting. You can also find ideas through emails or like loot them from various places. And you have to complete a research minigame in order to unlock blueprints officially. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, those white dots on my screen are because I'm carrying the raw carbuncle. That's emitting very low radiation. I have to drop it somewhere very soon. Otherwise, the radiation will start to have, like, cumulative effects on my body. I just want to make sure I'm grabbing everything that isn't tied down. We got a flashlight. That'll help. cooking. I'm looking for a gift for a friend of mine who loves cooking. Any thoughts? If they want to be a chef, give them a knife. Until you chop it, you can't cook it. And there's an image. All right, I learned how to make a makeshift shiv because I read that email. Yeah, this is special hidden loot. It's just kind of extra shit that you can find early on to help yourself out. Okay, I found an oil in here. Duct tape, second toolbox. Looks like I can drop down over there. Let's take a look over here first before we drop down. All right. Huh. Hang on. There's another vent up there. Although I think that might be the vent I came out of. Yeah, it's totally where I came out of in the first place, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is where we emerged. Alright. Let's continue on then. We gotta drop this carbuncle. Holy shit. Fuck. Alright. Got it. Frying pan. A kitchen knife. Another frying pan. There's a cafeteria tray right there. I learned how to make a plastic shield and a carbuncle crown. Shit, there's another one. Let's make more nets. We have a lot of stuff here to research later. Looks like somebody's cooking a pork chop here. Chef apron. Let's wear that. Prevents the buildup of blood and other liquids on the wearer. I don't need a second chef hat. We already have one. All right, let's ditch this. Oh my god. Okay.
Any colder and I'll be homeostatic.
All right, we're gonna put this right... We'll drop this right here. I mean, it's a freezer, right? So presumably anything in here is gonna preserve better. That door's locked. Gotta find another way through. Okay.
Hello?
Hi.
Over here. Oh, you're new. Looks like that little pest damaged the power system. Can you get someone to fix it?
Oh, Miniman, I already know how. I'm playing dumb for entertainment's sake, but I know how to get through there.
But hurry, would you? I'm not enjoying standing around out here. It was hours last time.
Oh my god.
And I don't feel safe at all.
Jesus. I got raw pest rump.
Well, if you're the only help available, you should set up somewhere and sort this out.
Okay. Your power.
Here at the Gate Cascade Research Facility, safety and security demand we take our primary power network offline at night. All major power outlets are shut down, as well as most pathway lighting. However, if your research or study requires a source of energy during nocturnal hours, protocols permit the use of approved battery and electrical storage systems to power your projects when the lights go out. If you do plan on working late, please request a night pass from your supervisor. The facility is dark at night, and your safety depends on it.
Okay, so it looks like the power goes out at nighttime. How do I, okay, shift click to quick transfer. Let's put these down. All right, we have a spare knife right here. Deposit those. Let's go get rid of this pest rump. It's radioactive. I've unlocked the door. Drop it right here with that. Although I unlocked some stuff. All right, you know what? Hang on. You guys can pause the game and read this stuff if you want to read it. So this site used to be a lithium mine. In 1977 it was bought and it installed new power and electrical systems. The office sector. Alright, Dr. Yeager told me to get things set up here so that I can get the door open for him. Okay, the carbuncle. That's the thing that we stomped on, where we got that carbuncle meat. IS-0171A. So the carbuncle's code name is IS-0171A. It has to be isolated by a perimeter cordon with a radius of 12 feet or greater at all times. No personnel may approach within 10 feet unless wearing full face and body protective wear. Interesting. And the pest is that thing that's been jumping at us. It looks like the entity is weak against blunt damage. IS-0173A is to be separated from researchers by barriers a minimum of 8 feet in height at all times, unless sedated or dead. Okay. All right, let's get started. We have a desk leg right here. We can break these to harvest components. I'm getting construction experience while I take stuff apart. And if you guys saw, I had a 96% chance to break that last table when I dismantled it. It was 100% for the first two. So basically, as my construction level got higher, my chance of breaking the table got lower. You have a whole bunch of different skills, right? Crafting, construction, first aid, cooking, gardening, fishing, fortitude, reloading, accuracy, sharp, blunt, sneaking, throwing, strength, sprinting. And there's a whole bunch of different things you can get while you level it up. Part of the reason why I took wrinkly brain meat in this playthrough is because they added, you can level up much more than before. The level cap used to be 10, I think, but now it's 20. So, a lot more leveling to do for skills. Tech scrap, duct tape. We have another flashlight there for later. Alright, let's go unlock this door. I hear shit. Oh my god. Yeah, that was way quicker than when we used the knife to kill the last one. Holy shit. Okay. I got some meds, and I'll pick up this first aid kit, the med kit, and take it home. Yeah, you can dismantle a whole bunch of decorations and items in this. Let's place this first aid kit on the wall right here. Yeah, now we have double the storage space for meds, right? The stacks only go so high. Eventually, you do have to have more storage for stuff. It pays to get ahead of it first. Now, let's do some research. The Carbuncle Crown. So it gives you a list of potential items, and you have to try to figure out what the recipe is. Let's go with duct tape. What goes down there? Plastic scrap. Okay, so we could make that Carbuncle Crown. We have a raw carbuncle. 2 plastic scrap and a raw carbuncle is what we need. But I don't have 2 plastic scrap yet. Let's drop this radioactive stuff in here. In fact, we're gonna want to start cooking it soon. I guess let's do that now while we're crafting. Yeah, let's grab something to cook. We'll start with this pest rump. Yeah. Frying pan. All right, place. It is possible to burn food though, so you have to come back here to retrieve it before it burns. We have a pork chop that we can eat. These are our needs right here. These are the boosts I'm getting from the clothing, right? We have the apron and we have the chef hat. So those give me like boosts and perks. Hello, gamer fam. Yeah, this game's extraordinary. It's really fun. Really fun. And there's a lot to it. Oh. Okay, I crafted a splint. We didn't need to, but we have it. Let's research. The crafting bench. This is gonna be pretty important. Pipe and duct tape? Yeah, okay. We need pipes in order to craft it. Oh, our food is cooked. You can tell by the hissing noise that just started. So we'll grab another pest rump. I got 53 cooking experience for cooking that. We're gonna train our cooking skill. And now that food will spoil a little bit slower. All right. Let's keep researching new crafting opportunities. Chef's counter. Okay. The Chopinator. What the fuck is that noise in there? Alright, we learned how to make a Chopinator. Energy brick. The energy brick is used for a purpose-made power housing used for crafting electronics that require power. Healing syringe. Oh. As you can see, I'm getting 6 crafting experience every time I successfully research something. You can level up your crafting skill by researching new schematics and crafting things. All right, another 54 cooking EXP. Let's keep cooking while we keep researching. I mean, Dr. Jaeger's not going anywhere. I'm sure he's fine, right? Plastic shield. It's relatively cheap to make. I just need cloth scrap. Maybe let's make a shield. Oh, but I need a powered crafting bench. All right, let's make the crafting bench then. First thing, it's extremely heavy. Yeah, that meter right there, that was in the middle of my screen, that's actually the weight, right? You can equip backpacks, but I have yet to find a backpack that I can equip. We will find backpacks later, though. Anyway, we're about to cook our last piece of meat. So we have food figured out for a while. But there is trace radiation in this. Very mild radiation when ingested. Your body slowly gets rid of radiation buildup. So you just have to be careful not to have too much radiation at any given time. Let's put this crafting bench down. Right here. We need the screwdriver to build it. And we're getting construction experience every single time, right? We're construction level 2 now. Okay, we now have a powered crafting bench. And I can make more stuff. Let's grab the duct tape. And craft a shield. That food is done. Let's go grab it. Cooking level 1. Okay. Looks like this stuff respawned. So, block with right click. However, what if it reduces my attack damage? It seemed like it may have. You can put away your shield. Yeah, if you press tilde, you can actually holster your shield. Alright, so we have to make an energy brick in order to open the door and let Dr. Jaeger come in here. So, let's do that. Hang on, let's research this other stuff. Platform cart. Battery makeshift. Okay. Platform cart. A vacuum. Storage crate. That's gonna be important. Always is. Repair and salvage station. Makeshift backpack. Okay. Looks like that's it for now. I want to make one of those carbuncle crowns, but we need one more plastic scrap in order to do it. Okay. Yeah, there's bench upgrades that we can craft later, but they're locked behind a certain crafting level. Crafting level 2, crafting level 5, crafting level 15, for example. Alright, let's make that brick. What the fuck? He seems to be panicking. Oh my god! Oh my god. Okay, we beat it. That was fucked. I'm gonna unpin all recipes. Okay, he didn't make it. Yeah, he's dead. Holy shit. Let's cook this food. And, time's not passing yet. The passage of time has not yet begun. We're gonna swap out... Yeah, we need a new desk leg. And we have another one right here. We'll take it. Now, what else would we like to craft? Basically, time starts passing once you cross a certain threshold, but we haven't crossed that threshold yet. What's that? Cushion chest plate? I just need a cafeteria tray and I could craft that. I don't see another cafeteria tray in here though. Let's take a look around. Maybe we could... Well, I can't forget the food. Here we go. A cafeteria tray. Oh, and there's another one. We are gonna have to eat soon, but we have plenty of food for that time. We're slowly regaining health. Let's check our needs. I'm getting thirsty and hungry. I wonder where we'll find clean water around here. Okay, let's make that. Yeah, armor is armor, right? So, cold resistance, armor 2. Alright, and we will deposit the chef's apron. We'll separate these into 2 containers. Top tier crafting materials and regular crafting materials that are not top tier. And then, I guess, miscellaneous. Alright. We gotta grab that drumstick off of there, but not yet. I'm gonna go take a shit. But we have a little bit of water in the sinks right here. They might replenish over time. We got it. Okay. Let's take a poop. Oh, I don't even need to poop yet. Weak bladder, my ass. All right, we're good. The drumstick. All right, we got it. Our cooking level is looking real nice right now. Let's eat. We'll start with whatever has the lowest condition. You can kind of look at it to see that. And I guess any of those, right? Okay. All right, I have a little bit of radiation exposure, so we're gonna have to stop eating the radiated food now for a while until my radiation levels go down. That first instance of radiation is not dangerous, but that's your warning sign to stop your exposures, right? We're gonna want to get out of here and start exploring the offices. We finally gained access to the rest of the area over there. We're still in a time freeze, though. It's still 7 a.m. Until I leave that door, the time freeze will continue. So we you know, we're not rushed or anything. We have time. Yeah. I should make more bandages. All right, there we go. The pain in the shins. Very true, buddy. Very true, Miniman. We're doing pretty good, Stereophobia. This game is Abiotic Factor. It's a crafting survival game where you are an employee and it's your first day at the Cascade Research Facility. Think something like Area 51. We're even in the Nevada desert, just like Area 51. There's the day you get here to start working, there's a whole bunch of dangerous paranormal occurrences. And well, yeah, that's it. Your arrival to this place coincides with like a facility-wide disaster. Other than that, there's crafting. There is skills that you level by doing, and you also get special things as you, like, level 15, redshift. While sprinting, enemies are more likely to miss when targeting you, right? Power attacks, battle charge, like there's, you know, you unlock various things as you continue leveling up. Really cool. Okay, we got a journal entry for the peccary. That's what we just fought. Any containment space for ISO 178A specimens must measure no more than 3 by 3 square meters, ensuring the subject is unable to attain a velocity greater than 5 meters per second. All walls and flooring should be reinforced to GISP standards for blast shielding. Jesus.
Attention. Enhanced security protocols are now in effect. Please locate security personnel and follow evacuation procedures.
Hi.
Look, I don't know what's going on. They don't tell me squat on a good day, and this isn't a good day. But if the big voice says, get out, I'd do what she says. Elevators are dead, so head for the main tunnel in manufacturing on level 2. There's maps over there. But me, I'm staying right here.
Smart. Okay. We got a map of the office sector area. We can look at that map. So I am here. That's the security kiosk. This is where I got the map. Interesting. Okay. The power sockets are on a timer. The place shuts down at a certain point of the day. Keep an eye on your wristwatch and don't start a task that you can't finish before the power goes out. Before the power goes out in the facility. We have a large well full of dirty water here, like a fountain. Oh, hey, this didn't used to be here. That's new. Yo, this is completely new. As of the update, this is a 1.0 thing. Oh, sick. I'll be able to find out what that is soon, too, when we get security clearance for stage 1. Shit. Holy shit. Jesus.
This is Dr. Derek Mantz. Today, I discovered that Dr. Stern's latest software experiment was simulating the entire facility. A microcosm of Cascade, with every staff member within it. Even myself, I gather. When I asked about it, he claimed to be trying to find a way to accelerate our research. I inquired about the ethical considerations, and he just looked at me blankly. The man is a genius, but more dangerous to this facility than most of its subjects. I'm sure of it.
God damn.
An exceptional scientist, all the same.
Alright, I can't take all this yet. Let's go deposit, and I can now craft the carbuncle crown, I think. We found a plastic. We have to use it. You can press Q to store items of the same type all at once. We're gonna need more storage than this for sure. That's a small cupboard up there. Interesting. Okay, so that's a small cupboard. This one's larger because it has the drawer on top. That didn't used to be a thing. I actually appreciate that. Yeah, it's an interesting touch. All right. There. Let's craft that carbuncle helmet. I need 2 plastic. Carbuncles are... We've stomped on one before. It's where we got this raw carbuncle meat. They basically, if you walk up to them, they latch onto you with a tentacle that slightly damages you, but it slows you down a lot. And that slow can actually get you killed. Because something else could beat you to death while you're slowed, right? So we need 2 duct tape and the raw carbuncle. We'll cook this. And we still have a piece of raw carbuncle back here. We got it right in the beginning. Beautiful. That carbuncle crown could keep us alive. Alright, we got it. Let's wear it. Unfortunately, the condition of the carbuncle crown was dependent on the carbuncle meat that we used to create it. So, you know, it's a little worse for wear. and I got a lamp for when the power goes out. All the lights turn off when the power goes out, so that desk lamp will still work. Okay. Oh, right, we're cooking something. I don't want to leave it to burn. Let's grab this then, and we can take it back. It's an extra storage container. We'll drop that. You guys hear that scream off in the distance? What do you imagine that was? All right. That'll do for now. All right. What time is it? 10 a.m. We still got plenty of time, so we're gonna head out there in search of loot. Learn by doing, exactly, buddy. Damn straight. And you can base up anywhere in here. Everywhere that there's one of these light sockets right here, you can base up there. The power sockets, right?
I thought I was there, but I'm still here, am I? I'm here, but she's there? I have seen death here. I locked it in with everyone else. Am I there too? We can't go this way. You don't want to.
In there? All right, this is the data farm and the kitchen over this way. We're gonna want to loot a whole bunch of shit here. We got creatures. Oh shit. Okay, got it. Okay, we got the office sector level 2 map. There's a fridge here containing some shit. Let's deposit the pest stuff in there. Canned peas. Hell yeah. We'll take the plastic scrap, because we need those in order to craft storage containers. I'll take the cooking pot. We're finding money. So we can spend money on things like slushies, vending machine candy, shit like that. Looks like I can't use that kitchen stove. Oh, I know where to go. Yeah, there's a hidden backpack that you can get here, and it's like a really good early game backpack. Oh shit, I see a peccary over there. And other shit too. Oh, carbuncle. Wait, I have the carbuncle crown, so technically I'm immune to it. Let's kill it. Okay. Holy shit. Jesus. Holy fuck. Okay, we got it. Well, we're not gonna have a shortage of food for a while. Okay. There's another one? Oh, shit. Holy shit, I'm bleeding. Okay. Oh, buddy. I need some heals. That was insane. Okay, my knife is busted. We're just gonna drop it. Oh, God. I can't take on another one. We gotta flee. Try to lose it. Holy shit. Screw that. Alright, let's get some distance real quick. Just for now, until he loses interest in us. We'll flee over here. Choose life. Okay. Swimming pool right there. Okay, we can loop back around this way. I recognize this place. We got compendium data for Dr. Ulrich Thule. Let's wash off. Otherwise, I can't drink or eat. Okay. There are healing syringes, but I don't have one right now. So I have to be careful. We gotta get that backpack. Email terminal. The lower entropy on this side makes their biochemistry more potent. So these are creatures from a different dimension, and they actually get stronger when they cross over to this dimension. Dr. Hilda V. Dixon seems to be the lead researcher assigned to studying them. This is an email from a disgruntled manager who's pissed off at his employees for making makeshift beds out of couches. All right. All right, let's go. I definitely want that book. Let's drop this desk leg. And let's go get that backpack. Gotta be careful. If I fall down there into that chasm, that is certain death. Hey, Zuzi. Okay, we got a security pack here. Let's equip it. So we now have almost double the inventory space that we had before. Let's eat this ice cream. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, we got a hammer, a hose. I'm gonna need a new knife. Plastic bucket, soil bag. And boxes of screws. Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is an amazing loot stash to find in the early game. Very helpful. Just getting the backpack alone is great, but there's also other stuff on top of that. Huh. Makeshift chest. Oh yeah, we're getting tons of new stuff to research. We'll do that when we're back at base. We're gonna search all the filing cabinets that we can. Accumulate a shitload of loot. Bag of chips. Okay. Okay. Glue. I want that. Well, we have spare screwdrivers back at base. So what we'll do is leave a screwdriver behind. Yeah, broken weapons can still work. They just become highly ineffective. That's right. Blunt melee level 5. Okay. We could use duct tape to repair the weapon and bring it back up to form. Yeah.
Another pot of coffee.
Okay.
And for our Apocalyptic services.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use your card for them.
Okay, no problem.
Close our.
Good. All right, my character is starting to get tired. What was that? Oh god, okay. Bureaucracy sure is expensive. Alright, I'd say that's probably enough stuff for now. Having 2 staplers is huge. Yeah, let's get out of here. Last thing I want is to attract another peccary in my current condition. Screw that. What time is it anyway? 4:20 p.m. That's funny. I can't regenerate stamina since I'm over encumbered this much. We'll have to just walk the rest of the way. Well, we're gonna need to start crafting storage containers now. That's gonna require planks. But we're gonna move to a new location for our actual base. Let's make 2 storage containers. Beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna move over here. It's generally my preferred base location. Sprinting level 3. Greater stamina efficiency. Alright, we need another screwdriver in here. And let's start hauling stuff over there. Indeed, the dude abides. Yeah, I have played a shitload of Long Dark. In fact, I got so good at the Long Dark that I was playing Harder Loper on Endless Night, but I actually ended up getting bored of the series. Yeah, I've done the entire Far Territories and Signal Void thing while playing on Interloper, but like custom settings made to be harder, right? Like high wind variability, shit like that. And I got pretty far in Harder Loper Endless Night before eventually getting bored of it. We still have that playthrough. It's just you know, the viewership's not too good for the Long Dark, so I don't typically play it these days. Alright, we have 2 storage crates now. Let's deposit these crafting items. Okay. I'm gonna want to try to get that potato. We found a potato and I have to plant it. You don't find very many potatoes in the game. So if you want to have potatoes to cook with, you want to do it pretty fast. Make sure that you secure one in a crop plot. And then you can start to get more potatoes off that one potato, right? Sprouts and whatnot. Okay, for now, we'll put the medical stuff in there. And everything else. Okay, let's keep moving stuff over here. Yeah, you can train your strength level, like Miniman said, if you're walking around over encumbered, but only up to this red line. If you pass this red line and wait, then you stop getting EXP. Okay, we have almost everything. I'll take both of those. Oh, and let's take our crafting bench also. What time is it now? 7? Power's gonna be going out pretty soon. Let's put this over here. Construction level 4, eh? Alright, plug that in. I need to make grow beds. Like, just one grow bed. We'll make the square one. Plank, soil, plastic, and hose. Yeah. Soil, hose, plastic, and plank. Oh, okay, yeah, you still get strength EXP when it's in the red. Past this red line, but if this little part right here fills up all the way, it goes from light red to blood red. And if it's blood red, you won't get EXP anymore. Oh shit, I need 2 hoses to craft that? Well, that sucks. Okay. I guess I can't do it yet. We're gonna have to try to find another hose. And quickly. Right now we have that potato in the fridge, but it won't last forever. Alright, sector power is going down soon. We got our med kit there. Okay, let's eat a little bit.
Where's the bathroom?
I'll need to take a shit soon. Where could I get a hose? Hang on, I think I can actually find one up here, if memory serves. There's oil. Over here. Yep, beautiful. Okay. And we're gonna grab the stuff out of the fridge on the way home. Now that we have that second hose, I can make a grow plot and we can start preserving that potato that we found. Making sure we have a steady supply. Take all. Yeah, we got it. Okay. Grab that, that. Let's go. Alright, the power is now out. But now... I remember we saw a spinning fan blade. I'll bet that fan blade is no longer spinning now that the power's out. So I'm gonna want to go over there and take advantage of that. Okay, now let's, I guess just drop this food here for now. Store that. We are gonna need more storage, but this'll do for now, I guess. Yeah, alright, let's go. Very dark. Fuck is that? Your hand swipes through it and it fades away. Okay, we have to go through here in order to get back to that vent. Yeah, right in here. You can gain early game access to mid-game resources here. Hi.
3,
Hi.
2.
We're done. We're done with apostille bullshit.
Good.
Now it's in their hands.
We have to hop down here. Okay, there's a carbuncle that I'm immune to because of my carbuncle crown. Got it. Okay. Grab that. So let's take a look around, see what we can see. Grab whatever isn't tied down. A whole bunch of paper and cloth. Most importantly, there's an anvil right there, which means I can unlock the repair bench. And I just got 3 books for crafting like armor and shit. Very useful. Another toolbox. We'll take that with us. And these. .9mm ammo. Sweet. All right, I was able to get a filing cabinet. We can use that to craft a powerful chest plate of armor. I'm really glad I got that. We had like a 4% chance of success, so that's pretty crazy. All right, that door's unlocked now. We're good. We need the storage. Let's take it over to where our base is now. And we're going to want to bring a fridge over there to where our base is now so that we can preserve some of the foods that we're finding. We're thirsty. We have to shit. We're tired. We're a little radioactive. But we'll be all right. Just give it time. All right. Temporarily, we're going to put this right here. Now that we've successfully packaged it once, we know how to successfully package it again. We won't fail with this one. Yeah. Okay. Miscellaneous stuff will go in there, and then pipe in here. The power's coming back on. That's all it took. Damn it. I don't know. Okay. Fitting all of those is going to require a little bit of finesse. Hang on. Got to go all the way to the edge and then start. Like that.
Attention. This sector is under precautionary security measures. Please remain in place and wait for security assistance.
There we go. All right, we got more room now for various things. All right, inventory is relatively managed now. Let's make that... Let's drop this. My radiation level's high enough. I need to make the grow bed. And plant the potato. Then we have to water it. So, wood plank, plastic, soil, and hose. Soil, hose, wood plank, plastic. Alright, got it. Alright, now we'll put that right here. Now I need a bucket of water. We might need clean water for the crops. It might be requisite that it's clean water. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is. So, I think I saw a water cooler somewhere around here. Yeah, right here. We can actually take that to base, so we'll just take that over to base. Such as it is. Well, it'll be a better base soon.
More hydrated than I am.
Okay. Yeah, we're pretty friggin' thirsty. Let's put this right here up against the wall. Take a drink. And then fill the bucket. Pour it into that. And then plant the potato. Alright, we have a potato sprout. That's gonna grow us more potatoes. We only used a fraction of the water in this bucket.
I can't contain this much longer.
Okay, I have to go take a shit. And we'll want to sleep pretty soon. Let's go take a dump. Why not put it in the server room where it's cold? That is a good point. That is a good point, yeah. I'm still gonna want a fridge, but we'll do that until I get the fridge. Yeah, the ambient temperature in that server room is lower than the surrounding area. Man, this is a massive shit we're taking. Alright, we're good. An enormous fecalization. I'm gonna have to recharge my flashlight here. We'll come back for it after. All right. That'll be partially refrigerated in there. Let's go grab the fridge that we found before. And we can bring that fridge back here and we'll have a fridge at base. Take that knife. And let's try to grab one of these couches. Damn, we didn't succeed with either one. We're gonna need a couch in order to make a bed. Let's just loot whatever we can in here. We're getting like a lot of oil and stuff, a lot of useful items. We'll just grab it all and haul it back. I'll even grab that water cooler right there. I mean, we're already over encumbered, so we're not gonna get like more over encumbered, you know what I mean? You're not gonna die by carrying too much, barring freak combat occurrences. Alright, grab that. Alright, we gotta go. I'm hydrated and not hungry. We'll eat these chips right now just to get rid of them. I know, Miniman, I know. Yeah, we'll craft a battery to keep the fridge running overnight. It's no good to us. It's no good to us if it only preserves food half the time, right? Okay, we'll put it right here. Over here. Okay, we have a functioning fridge, but we're gonna have to make a battery for it so that it can run overnight. All right, let's put this second water cooler down. Beautiful. And anything that we don't want over here, we're gonna stuff into that desk. Most of that can be kept. The desk leg can be used for crafting later. But we'll want to repair it. Speaking of repair it, we're going to want to craft a repair bench. And an oven. I need to be able to cook the food that we're finding here without having to go somewhere else. But that's going to require a few things. So it's time to research and learn as many new craftables as we possibly can. I'm going to get rid of these yellow icons indicating new crafting recipes. Okay. All right, the heater. Hopefully we get to crafting level 2 very shortly. I definitely want this crossbow. That's a large part of our success right there. Hose, plastic, oh, rubber band. Okay. A lever. We need this, the plug strip. Let's do that first and set it up. That's going to allow me to, I can plug this into the wall and then have 3 outlets instead of 1, right? So we need coils, power supplies, and metal scrap. Coils, power supply units. And metal scrap. We'll make 2. And then I have to make a battery for reserve electrical power. This, the makeshift battery. So we need an energy brick, circuit board, case fan, and tech scrap. Circuit board, case fan, and... Where's the tech scrap? Right here. Okay. Now we have to put one of these wall strips on here, and that's going to keep multiple machines working. Beautiful. And then the fridge gets plugged in. We also plug in this. Wait. Right, right. Okay. I have to plug this into the battery. And then do that. Yeah, so the battery is the intermediary. It's gonna fill with surplus power, and overnight it's gonna deliver that power to everything else plugged into this power strip. Okay. Now we need another right here. I might want to make another battery.
It's absolutely Siberian.
Okay. Okay, beautiful. Intermediary plug, all set up. Now let's go grab that food and put it in there. There we go. Everything in here will preserve and decay slower. All right. I learned how to make a helmet, as well as leg wraps. Makeshift chest plate. This is what we need the filing cabinet for. Very useful. Eight duct tape and 8 cloth scrap to make it. Very good armor though. Makeshift arm wraps, eh? Okay, we're gonna need a lot more magazines in order to make all that. We gotta make that makeshift bed. And I have to make a pipe club here. This is a great weapon for the early game. Alright, and let's make this. It's a portable stove. I can use it to cook. We're probably even gonna want 2 of those. Alright, so plastic, keyboard, and pipe. Good. We have 2 of those now.
Brother, may I have your coffee? I don't need oats.
Thank you, baby. All right, so we have the 2 stoves that we need to cook. What 2 pieces of clothing could I make right now? Hang on. Where's the armor? Right here. Armor and gear. It depends on how many magazines I have. I could probably make the chest plate and the helmet. But if I wear the helmet, then I'm foregoing the very valuable carbuncle crown. I need that carbuncle crown. I have to try to find another hose so I can make that balloon thing while we still have the carbuncle meat that we have. But that can wait a little bit. Let's grab this stuff out of there. It doesn't belong. Store that. All right, let's put down our cooking stations right here.
Pressing question for you.
Sure.
What the fuck is a carbuncle?
A carbuncle?
What the hell is it? I keep hearing you say it and I don't know what it is.
A carbuncle is this creature. It's it kind of clings to floors, walls, and ceilings, and when you get close to it, it lashes a tentacle at you that slows you down.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the word, you know, it's the uncle of carbs.
Yeah, the carby uncle. You know what? I can actually move these right beside the fridge. Like this. Yeah, just like that. That is our kitchen, boys. We got a kitchen now. Very good. There. Everything is working. So I can grab food out of here and I can cook it right there, but we're gonna need frying pans. We already have 4. Let's start cooking. Oh yeah, this is starting to get cozy. I like it. We got a kitchen and cookery area, right? Like, this ain't bad. Maybe I could even put those stoves right here, just have like a flat wall. But I kind of like the L shape to this too. It's a difficult choice. We're gonna have to come back here once in a while and water that plant. Okay. So what time is it? 3:10 p.m. Let's make ourselves that special pipe weapon. It'll come in handy. It's pretty good. Throwing darts? Damn. I need a crossbow. Do I have another stapler? Stapler, pipe, pressure gauge, glue. Pipe, pressure gauge. I do have another stapler. Let's grab the glue. Cooking level 2. Right on. Right on. That's good news. Let's cook the drumsticks and the raw pest. Deposit the cooked meat in here for later. Hang on. Deposit those. I need to make a repair bench and a crossbow right now. Plastic and rubber band ball. Okay, and then the pipe club. We're doing great. Absolutely great. Oh. Agriculture experience. It looks like our potato has grown to the 2nd stage of growth. Alright, so we have a powerful weapon now. Relatively. Deposit the spare knife in here. Giga glue, stapler. We gotta make some crossbow bolts, and we have to still make the repair station, so we need metal scrap. Duct tape, anvil, pipe, and coil. Pipe, duct tape, coil, anvil. All right. We can now repair and salvage weapons. We got plenty of food cooked, plenty of water handy. Right. I need to make crossbow bolts. Metal scrap. I know where to get more metal scrap, but we're all out right now, so we have to go get more. We'll just keep this right here for now, until we actually need it to make our armor. Right now, I have 4 books and 3 magazines. I really want to make the leg wraps and the arm wraps, but that's going to take like fucking 12 magazines. I could, oh, and I could do the chest piece, actually. I could totally do the chest plate right now, and then maybe... I don't want to do the helmet, because we want to keep wearing the carbuncle crown. It's too useful. We need to. Yeah, it protects us. It saves our lives. Hey, they changed the look of this bench. Look at that. It's completely different now. Okay. Hello, Farf. Welcome, buddy. Old Fart, welcome back. Yeah, not that many people. You know, this is a very, it's a hidden gem sort of game. A lot of people just don't know about it. I'm hoping I can change that, get some people into it. I also love that they made the repair bench smaller. Me too, Miniman. Hello, Lee. Good day, buddy. The other half life. Hell yeah. Well, the other half had to go somewhere, right? How are you doing? What do you think about changing the electric baton into a taser that requires ammo as a way to nerf it in 7 days? Well, I think that the problems... I watched a video that Jawoodle made yesterday, and that video is skyrocketing in popularity. He basically voiced all of his grievances with the game, with the modern state of 7 days to die. And I would say that the stun baton is low on the priority list for me. I agree with Jawoodle that ever since Alpha 16 became Alpha 17, the game has been on a slippery downward slope, getting worse and worse with each alpha. It coincides with how 7 days to die drifted further away. Like, the more they drifted away from their survival crafting sandbox roots, the worse the game got. To the point where now the game is practically unrecognizable and it no longer has the same vibe that classic alphas like Alpha 16 had. Looking at his comments section, so Jawoodle, IZ Pre-Built, and Cap all agreed that Alpha 16.4 was the best version of 7 Days to Die, and that ever since then it's been gradually getting worse. That was the update where they removed Learn by Doing, and they replaced it with the magazines. That was where they made dungeon-style POIs with wake-up triggers. That was where they added quest and trader-based gameplay, right? So the whole vibe shifted, and now it's gotten to the point where they don't even have survival mechanics anymore. You don't get cold in the snow biome. You don't get hot in the desert biome. You collect badges like a Boy Scout instead of, like, meaningful equipment. And what's really funny is they used to have... parkas, duster jackets, hazmat suits. They had all that stuff in the game already, but they removed it and replaced it with badges. So, it kind of... He reinvigorated my passion, Jawoodle. Reinvigorated my passion to put the devs under scrutiny and to acknowledge that they have spent years destroying a game that we all used to love much more. And honestly, I feel like if Guns, Nerds, and Steel and Glock 9 also voice support for Jawoodle's video, that's going to be like the last nails in the coffin, so to speak. Because Cap, Jawoodle, and IZ Pre-Built, they are some of the biggest 7 Days YouTubers out there, right? In fact, IZ Pre-Built, he actually got banned from the Fun Pimps creator program because he voiced contempt for the direction of the game and expressed a longing for the survival mechanics that used to be in the game, like in Alpha 16. So the Fun Pimps has kind of curated this culture of abide or be banished, right? You have the same insomnia? I am honestly having the worst sleeps, but I feel like it's my cats doing it to me. My cats are so fucking annoying. Theo woke me up at 6:30 in the morning, then he came back in at 7:30 and did it again. Like, I left the door cracked so he'd shut up, but he came in and just kept meowing, you know? Yeah. Well, the Fun Pit, God. But Jawoodle, when he made that video, he was like, maybe it's not too late for them to go back and at least make like a survival version of the game. Because I feel like if they keep the current version of 7 Days to Die, that's fine. But why not market another version of 7 Days to Die to people, which is meant to be more of a survival crafting legacy edition, right? Like, why not do both? All right, repair and salvage station. Here we go. Now, we can dismantle some unwanted items. But I'm gonna want to keep at least one of those desk legs. I think I need a wood plank to repair it. All right, yeah, we'll hang on to that. Sodium and this meat. Let's deposit it. Okay, our inventory is clean, and we're pretty much ready to go. But I'm gonna need scrap metal in order to make more crossbow bolts, so we have to go collect scrap metal. There is a best way to do that, and I'm gonna go do that best way right now. I can't believe I still haven't needed to sleep yet. That's Night Owl. We have the Night Owl trait. All right, we have to just try to package these filing cabinets. Every single one that we fail to package is gonna give us a bunch of scrap metal, right? On top of really good construction EXP. Hell yeah. Oh wow, we just got a triple fucking filing cabinet. Okay. I wasn't expecting to succeed on so many of those, but we have leveled up our construction skill pretty fast. Pretty fast indeed. Oh my god. Nope.
Could use a short nap.
Holy shit. Yeah, we're running. I got some scrap metal. We're good. And like my character said, I could really use a nap. So we have to go to bed. Oh shit. Leg injury. Holy shit. Bandage. I died. I was not expecting that, guys, but I actually died. That's it. Permadeath, right? That sucks. Alright, well, it is what it is. We'll have to come back for another playthrough in the future. Yeah, I got overzealous. I did not respect enough the danger of walking around encumbered. Well, it is what it is. Do I want to play 7 I honestly feel like I'd rather keep playing Stardew Valley today. It sucks, man, but I'm already getting bored of 7 Days to Die. Like, I'm not really... I enjoy it, but, you know. Stardew Valley feels more fun, which is a scathing indictment of 7 Days to Die at this stage. Alright, well, I'm just gonna schedule a stream and redirect. Just the tip, old fart. Alright, well, I'll try to play a little bit more 7 Days to Die today. We should try to keep that series going. I should try to maintain my interest until I die. It never takes too long, right? We'll try to move into the snow biome today. God, that was a surprising way to die. I did not see that coming. That's funny. I got beat to death by a peccary because I was over encumbered. Well, that's a valuable lesson to learn for later, though. And next time we can skip the prologue and stuff, and we can sort of fly through, right? Okay, redirect. 7 Days to Die. Traderless. Save. I'll grab the chat. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to port you guys over to the next live stream. Just make sure that you have autoplay enabled on your YouTube video player. And then when I end this broadcast, it's going to take you directly to my next one. Anyway, take care, rock on, and peace out for now. I hope that you've enjoyed a sneak peek at Abiotic Factor. I hope some of you are even looking forward to trying it yourselves, potentially, right? It's a great game, it really is, and I think it deserves your money. It's not meant to be played permadeath, but it is permadeath viable. It just requires caution, which I clearly lacked right there, right? It's not one of those games like Sons of the Forest, where it's just you're doomed to a death loop no matter what, and the enemies are absurdly overtuned for multiplayer purposes. This game's not like that, right? Anyway, yeah, if you want to keep chilling for 7 days, stick around. I'll see you there.